Valorant data drop. Phantom vs Vandal. The Valorant data drop, aka the article formerly known as data breach, is back. And this time we're taking aim at an always hot topic of debate within the community. Which rifle reigns supreme, Phantom or Vandal? Well, as you might have guessed, we've got some splaining to do. And lots of data to back it up for this article. Our team of numbers wizards, better known as the Valorant Insights team, pulled detailed queries from a mix of more than 4 million unrated and competitive matches across all ranks. So let's dive in. Wins for the Phantom. If you find yourself taking a lot of close to medium range gunfights, the Phantom might be your friend or gun buddy. In this line graph, we see the total number of each weapon's kills broken out by distance in 5-meter increments. Each point on each line represents a discrete distance bucket and its correlating percentage of kills. From this, we saw that a majority of the Phantom's kills occurred within a range of 15 meters, while the Vandal's kills have a more consistent arc across all ranges. To show this kill distribution a little more simply, we can also put these kills into the 3 range buckets we'll be using throughout this article: 0 to 15 meters, 15 to 30 meters, 30 plus meters. This is where the Phantom's close range advantage starts to become apparent. Nearly half of all Phantom kills took place within 15 meters. While the Vandal still has plenty of stopping power at close range, the Phantom seems to be the short-range specialist for a few reasons we'll discuss. Spray and pray, a weapon's spray pattern in a tactical shooter is a complex discussion. First shot accuracy, second shot accuracy, bullet spread, recoil recovery, number of rounds fired, number of hits, etc. all play a part in tracking how efficiently a weapon can get kills while spraying down the enemy team. To simplify this, the Insights team was able to calculate for a weapon's spray control using time as a factor. Multi-kills within 5 seconds act as a good real-world proxy for spray control, especially in 3K and 4K situations where aiming, firing, pausing, and resetting your crosshair for each kill would be tough in that time window. In the graphs above, we see how many multi-kills the Phantom and Vandal were each able to rack up within a 5-second time window. And once again, the Phantom reigns supreme in multi-kill situations within 15 meters. This further proves Phantom's spray control dominance, as spraying tends to only be effective at short range. We also see that the Phantom performs better in 5-second multi-kill scenarios across all ranks. So whether you're hard-stuck iron or trying out for VCT, the Phantom seems like your best choice in close-range spray scenarios. Wins for the Vandal. We wanted to see which rifle players favored and by how much. We had a small hunch that the Vandal would come out on top for this one. And sure enough it did. For the purposes of this study, we measured players' primary loadouts. We define primary loadout as the weapon that players purchased in all rounds excluding pistol, eco, bonus, and overtime rounds. We found that players in competitive queue choose the Vandal more than any other weapon in the game as their primary loadout. And when looking at data from all the VCT matches so far in 2023, we see that pro players also tend to favor the Vandal. While the Vandal still tops the charts in pro play, pro players do tend to adopt the Phantom at a higher rate than players in competitive queue. So why is the Vandal such a fan favorite? Clicking heads. Everyone knows there are plenty of ways to get a kill. But more often than not, a headshot will likely make the difference between a kill and an assist. So for all you overachievers out there, headshots are clearly one of the Vandal's strong suits. For the Vandal, the number of times a headshot doesn't kill a target remains consistently 0%. That's because a Vandal headshot does 160 damage at any range without penetration. But for the Phantom, the percentage of headshots that don't kill their target rises dramatically at range. Another way to think about this is with a what-if scenario. So the team looked at these kinds of engagements specifically. The Phantom does 140 damage to players between 15 to 30 meters. These situations are when the damage feels so close to 150 that players really start to regret their purchase and wonder, what if I bought a Vandal? So if the Vandal is getting more headshot kills, is it a more accurate weapon? Or does it just do more damage? They found that the Phantom performs almost equally as well as the Vandal against light armored opponents, but falls to heavy armored enemies more often than Vandal users. The Phantom typically lands more body shots and non-lethal headshots, which isn't the greatest of situations against an enemy in heavy armor. So buy your armor, folks. The verdict. It's all subjective. If you're consistently clicking heads, the Vandal might be for you. If you're a little more spray and pray, try the Phantom. Also, what kind of gunfights do you like to take? Are you a nearby angle holder and/or smoke spammer? Go Phantom. Or do you like to pinpoint your shots from longer distances? If so, go Vandal. We asked one of our Insights team researchers for his final word on the topic, and here's what he had to say. It really does boil down to your playstyle and confidence as a player. When in the heat of the moment using a Phantom, the average Valorant player doesn't think to themselves, as long as they're less than X meters away, I have a slight advantage statistically. Both the Phantom and Vandal are viable in most situations. As long as you understand how to play to the different strengths of each rifle, you'll be fine. Besides, I think game sense determines a win more than raw accuracy, but that's something that's really difficult to measure. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.